Hi everyone, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. It is Saturday, May 17th, 2025. Now, they're saying that the death toll at the moment has climbed to 21, but then I heard another report that the death toll from this pack of tornadoes, the cluster of tornadoes, has risen to 21. At least 5 people were killed in St. Louis, and in London, Kentucky, at least 9 people have died. They're currently warning that Texas, Oklahoma, up by Maine, they get some strong winds, flooding, lots of storms coming from there. But here's the current power outage map. Here we got Michigan, 148,000 plus without power. Ohio, 56,000 plus. Kentucky, 87,000 plus. 81,449 in Missouri. And then in the other states, Alabama, 24,000 plus. Tennessee, 18,000. 15,518 in North Carolina. Virginia, 44,000 plus. West Virginia, 25,000. Illinois, 24,000. And Indiana, 30,000. Yeah, with so many people without power, it's a good reason to have backup power source, either a gas generator or a solar battery operation. Here's the current outage map for Michigan. That's got, 148,000 plus. Let's see, Kalamazoo, 40,000 without power. And Calhoun, 16,000. Van Buren, 35,000 plus. Allegheny, 9,581. Here we have a video of London, Kentucky. Yeah, some of the homes were completely wiped off of their foundations. Sending prayers. It's so devastating. Yeah. Now they're warning of extreme winds for the Boston and area of Maine of 60 miles an hour. That is what I had here in South Dakota 2 nights ago. Yeah, and it's hard to believe that they're classifying that as hurricane force winds. It was just so tremendous. It went on and on all night, and we still have winds today going into Saturday. Sad to say that there in St. Louis, where there was tornadoes also, you can see here, there's an image also on X, people looting the stores. There was another video that I watched where the whole top floor of an apartment building went flying off. Yeah, if anyone recognizes any of these people, yeah, turn them in. Turn them in. There's no excuse to take advantage of, a bad situation. Yeah, people in your own very own community work there. And it's just going to make it where they may decide not to reopen, to move their business somewhere else. Parents are there with their children. This is absolutely disgusting. At a time when people should be coming together, no, they're looting. And they're in buildings that could fall down at any time for greed. And I keep saying that this country has, well, all over the world, everything has gone to hell in a handbasket. No scruples, no honor, no respect. Look at that. Yeah, the whole roof is gone on this building here. And people are so greedy. Yeah, they're out there looting, not helping the community, not helping others recover from the tornadoes. No, they're just out there looting, taking what they can. Yeah, shame on them. Shame, shame, shame. This is the video where the whole roof of the apartment building came out off and then the sides collapsed. Was the roof even attached to the building? You know, it wasn't reinforced evidently. I don't know. Here's another image of the missing top portion of the apartment building. And it ended up between the apartment buildings. You can see all the windows that were blown out. This looks like to be a stairwell. Yeah, a lot of people take shelter in stairwells because of the multiple walls, thinking that it would be safe. Well, this one wasn't. Recently on X, formerly known as Twitter, Todd Moore, a leading researcher and chair of the MTSU Geoscience Department, recently shared his finding with the Weather Channel, highlighting significant shifts in tornado activity across the U.S. His research reveals that while the total number of tornadoes remains relatively stable, they occur in more intense clusters on fewer days. Notably, there's been a geographical shift in tornadoes becoming more common in the southeast and less frequent in the traditional tornado alley. He said in the interview that tornadoes are coming in clusters, like in packs. While smaller tornadoes seem to be less and less, there has been a 20% increase in larger tornadoes. I'll give you a link to this document. It says recent articles have shown that long portrayed tornado alley in the Central Plains is not an accurate portrayal of current tornado frequency over the United States. The greatest tornado threat now covers parts of eastern U.S., and this paper shows that there has been a true spiral shift of tornado frequency, dispelling any misconception caused by the better visibility of tornadoes in the Central Plains versus the eastern U.S. You know, May is often the month for the most tornadoes, and so far this month, I believe there's been 150 more tornadoes than, say, last year at this time. Here we have a current map of severe weather warnings. You can see parts of Texas, Louisiana, going up by Georgia to Virginia, and then what I was talking about up over here by Maine. They were saying they probably could have 60-mile-an-hour winds, and that's what I went through 2 nights ago here. It sounded like jets roaring. One thing I was glad, I didn't have anything that would have been blown away outside. Everything was already put away before the storm hit, because those could end up being projectiles. The only thing that I had to go and collect was the garbage cans. Now they blew away, but now I have them placed not along the side of the driveway, but up against the house. So, yeah. But there was no lawn chairs, no tables, yard ornaments, things like that could be used as projectiles with 60-mile-an-hour winds. So be prepared. Yeah, we got some really strange weather going on. Here you can see South Dakota. We got oh no, that's Nebraska. Okay, and then over here, yeah, South Dakota. Let me zoom in. This is where I'm at. Yeah. So anyways, what are your thoughts? Please put those comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.